Merry Christmas, happy holidays. I hope you and yours enjoyed your time together. I just want to take a second here to give a huge thank you to you all. In the last 7 days, over 40 of you have signed up to my business. You're literally helping change my life, my family's lives, and I hope my product is helping change your life a little bit as well. So thank you. Anyway, let's get into making a scanner. We're going to be building 2 scanners in today's video. They will both be swing trade scanners. However, one will be built around a continuation trade strategy, and the other will be built more focused on finding stocks to buy for reversal trade strategies. Let's start from a stone blank scanner so that we can build from the foundation level ground up. I'm going to add a stock filter type, and I'm going to set this to last. I only like to trade stocks that are trading at least over $1. I don't like to trade penny stocks, but I don't care how expensive the stock is. Now, for any of these stock filters we're about to add, you can change these parameters to match whatever types of stocks you like to trade. For instance, maybe you only like to trade stocks, between $1 and $5. That's perfectly fine. If you want to set your scanner up that way, it won't change anything about the scanner itself. So these first few filters will be a little bit subjective. I'm also going to add a second stock filter. Once again, clicking on the drop down all the way down towards the bottom at volume 123. I want to make sure that every stock I'm looking at has traded at least 1 million shares of volume on the day. I don't mess with any low liquidity stuff. I don't want to end up getting stuck in horrible bid-ask spreads, not being able to sell my positions. Anything like that, only show me stocks that have traded a minimum of 1 million shares of volume on the day. And then I'm going to do something interesting here. I'm going to add a third and final stock filter. I'm going to select market cap, and I only want to see stocks that have a minimum market cap of 200 million. I only like to really swing trade high market cap stocks. I find that the moves are a little bit more consistent with high market cap stocks. Like the favorites, like my normal stocks that I like to trade are your Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, etc. Those are typically the stocks that I am swing trading. Of course, a lot of people, especially with smaller accounts, like to target small market cap stocks because it's true, those stocks require typically less demand to move them, so they're more volatile, which can bring you larger gains. However, with that volatility also comes both the risk of larger losses and more unpredictable moves. So if that's you, if you want to trade low market cap stocks, like you want to set your max here to 50 million instead of the min to 200 million, once again, perfectly fine. These filters are subjective. Set them to the types of stocks you want to trade. I'm just explaining why myself like to trade high market cap stocks. Now comes the fun part, the meat and potatoes, and where these scanners are going to begin differing. Obviously, for a continuation strategy, you are going to want to be buying strength, and in a reversal strategy, you are going to want to be buying weakness. However, for that reversal strategy, I almost put this finger down, whatever. For that reversal strategy, I don't want to just randomly be buying weakness. I want the stock to also be macro strong just on a current dip. So let's go ahead and set up 2 study filters here, one for macro strength and 2 for local strength. And that local strength one will be the one that we differ between the 2 trade strategies. So the first one we can create is our macro strength. I'm going to come into the pencil of my study filter that I just added. And if we hop into edit here, I'm going to say that the current, I'm going to go to price and close. The current closing bar, the close of the current candle, is greater than, and I'm going to look up studies, I'm going to look up the simple moving average, and I'm going to change the length to 200. The current bar closes above the 200 simple moving average. That is how I am going to quantify macro strength. Because remember, when building scanners like this, when building any sort of systematic trading strategy, your rules need to be identified. We sort of just did the whole systematic trade creation process there out loud. Come up with the theory, define the rules for that theory, objectify the rules for that theory. We want to find macro strong stocks. How do we define that? Let's create it, right? Close greater than the 200 simple moving average. Go ahead and hit OK. That custom study filter is now added to our scanner. Now we're going to add one final filter to our scanner. However, this is going to be the filter that we differentiate between continuation and reversal trading strategy. So once again, add filter, click on study, and then come into the pencil to bring up the edit modal again. I'll go ahead and hop into edit, and here we are going to define local strength. We are already now looking at macro strong stocks, meaning the chart overall is bullish. However, for continuation, we want it to also be bullish right now. The strength now should be strong, whereas reversal, the strength now should be weak. My favorite way to quantify strength of a ticker right now is by using the RSI study. Stands for Relative Strength Index. Makes sense that it is pretty good at defining the relative strength of a ticker. So on this left-hand side, we are now going to look up the study that is, of course, named RSI. We're going to build a continuation strategy first. So we're going to say the RSI is greater than, and we're just going to simply plug in a value of 60. This is a high, strong RSI value, meaning that the stock right now is very strong. Go ahead and run this scanner. We should see a list of results that are only strong stocks. I'm going to go ahead and sort it top down by volume. This is what I tend to do, unless I'm also using a custom scan column, which I do a lot as well, but we may or may not mess with in this video. I'm trying to keep it short. It's the holidays. I want to go celebrate. You want to go celebrate. So we'll see about the custom scan column today. But first stock on this list is LCID. So we go ahead and hop over to LCID. Let's actually remove all the studies that are currently on the chart. Then let's turn on a 200 simple moving average into the settings, change the length to 200. Sure. Oops. And then I also need to add an RSI. This is a very important step in your strategy creation, is the step of confirming, hey, are the stocks being returned actually matching what you expect? Lucid, currently above its 200 simple moving average. The current RSI value is 71. Of course, greater than 60. We can have this stock on a watch list looking for continuation over the next few days and weeks. Next stock on the list, LAES. This is another stock. Okay, this one is more recent, but obviously huge runner, obviously well above its 200 SMA. Current RSI is at 84. Crazy stock there. Next one, BBAI. This one looks a little bit more realistic for continuation. It's got a decent multi-week, maybe multi-month, about a month-long run here. Very strong stock above its 200 simple moving average. Current RSI value is at 64. These are all the types of stocks you would enjoy. Not that you would, I'm not saying go run out and buy these stocks because they're guaranteed to go up. No, of course not. The point of building a scanner is if you're looking for a continuation type trade strategy, these are the types of stocks you would like to have on a watch list, right? Now for the reversal strategy, it's actually very, very simple. We've already got it all set up. So instead, I would just come in and I would have this RSI value, if I come into the edit modal here, is less than, and I'm going to go with less than 40. Of course, you can also adjust these parameters. Like if you want to see more extremes, you could have gone with like greater than 70 and less than 30 if you want to. I'm just going with 60 and 40 for right now. But once again, feel free to adjust these parameters for what you find works best for how you trade, right? So let's go with RSI is less than 40. Now remember, we're still also running the study filter that the close is greater than the 200 simple moving average. So as I run this scan, we're not now just going to see very weak stocks, right? These stocks should still be macro strong, just on a current dip. we don't want to just be buying weakness. You never really just want to run out and like try to time the bottom of a move, like chase weakness down. More often than not, trends continue. If a stock is trending up, it's likely to continue going up. If a stock is continuing down, it's likely to continue going down. Of course, that's not always true. Trends do change, but in trading, you have to trade based off of what is most likely. So we still, once again, want to be looking for strong stocks in uptrend just on a current dip. The first stock on our list is KVUE. This is a stock that is trading above its 200 simple moving average, has been on a pretty strong little bounce over the last few months. However, on a pretty good sized dip right now, and the RSI value currently at 30. Next stock, BTBT. This is a Bitcoin miner, I believe. So is a stock that has been strong lately, currently actually trading right near its 200 simple moving average now, but still above it. And its RSI value is 39.3. Just low enough to end up on our scanner. The third and final stock we'll look at is MO, which is Altria. This is a stock that has been on a very, very nice run lately, right? Currently on a dip, current RSI 39.6. And look at all the other times. Let me actually do this real quick. Let's go ahead and adjust this oversold to 40 so it's a little easier to read. Look at all the other times this stock during this run would have been on this scanner. Above the 200 simple moving average, below 40, would have been on the scanner, would have been a very nice little dip buy. Above the 200 SMI, below 40 on the RSI, would have been a very decent little dip buy. Kind of actually throughout this entire period here, it was in and out of the 40 range. Would have been a very nice little dip buy. So that's exactly what we're looking for with a scan like this one. And you know what? Let's actually add a special column to our scan results so that we can more properly sort our results rather than just what's traded the most volume. And we don't even need to add a custom one. We can add one that already exists. So to do that, I clicked on this little cog here to the far right of our header names into customize. In this left-hand column, I'm going to look up RSI. Let's go ahead and sort the stocks by their current relative strength index value. So when looking at our reversal trade strategy, I could sort this top down. So now I'm looking at the stocks that are above the 200 SMA, matching my stock filters and with the lowest RSI. So currently on the strongest dip. That stock right now, EVGO. And of course, a similar but different idea if I were to go back into our continuation strategy. Now the RSI is greater than 60. I could sort the RSI top down by looking at the stocks that are currently the strongest. The number one stock now on this scanner is KULR. And wow, wouldn't you like to have this name on a watch list to keep an eye on? Look at this move. If you are interested in these scanners or just this idea of objectified systematic trading in general, then head on over to my website, daytradingstrategies.net, where I have published over 80 of my own custom codes that I utilize every single day. Just do me a favor. Think in your head right now, what would someone charge for 80 custom Thinkorswim codes? Then head on over to the website. It'll be linked in the description down below. Click on our codes and look at what my price is. For that price, you get access to everything. And I am always adding and updating the codes on the website as well. So click the link in the description down below, click on our codes, get signed up, and become a better trader today. So that's the video. Once again, to wrap up, just a massive, massive thank you for all the support lately, whether you just watch my videos or if you're signing up to become a member on my website. I really appreciate the hell out of all of you. Please like this video if you learned something. Make sure to subscribe if you would like to learn more. With all that being said, I'll catch you all in the next one.